pastry is a light, flaky pastry made from laminated dough. This is usually made using butter or any solid fat. So guys, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make puff pastry at home. It's quite easy to make, so stay tuned and see how this is made. To make this puff pastry, you're going to need 2 cups of all-purpose flour. So my flour has been chilled in the fridge for a couple of minutes before we start the recipe. Chilling all your ingredients aforetime helps to keep the dough temperature down and also prevents your butter from melting in the process. So I have 1 cup of butter here and my butter is already frozen. So we are going to grate the frozen butter here into this bowl. You can dip your hand into the flour and continue grating the butter. This will prevent the butter from sticking on your hand. So we are done grating the butter. Now to the flour, combine a tablespoon of granulated sugar and half a teaspoon of salt. Mix this together. And then bring in the grated butter. Also stir this together to combine. Grating your butter helps it to be evenly distributed. It's well preferred to adding the butter in chunks. Next, we are going to use ice chilled water. So I have my water here with some ice in it. We are going to drizzle it over. So you're going to need about 10 tablespoons of the cold water in this flour. Once the mixture is damp, I'm just going to remove this spatula and then use my hand to bring everything together into one dough. If your dough is still feeling a little bit powdery, you can sprinkle more chilled water over, and once you're able to bring this together, you can transfer it to a work surface. We are going to gently knead the dough until it's completely one. So you can sprinkle a little bit of flour to prevent it from sticking. And then you can try shaping this into a half-thick square shape. So once you are done, you're going to wrap it with a cling film. You're going to chill the dough for your puff pastry. So after leaving our puff pastry dough to rest overnight, the gluten in it should have relaxed, and this makes it so easy to shape the dough into a fine shape. So we are just going to heat this on the table a couple of times to just shapen it beautifully. Now you're going to unwrap the dough from the plastic wrap. You can lightly flour your work surface. Then place the dough over. I prefer to share the dough into two. That way I'll be able to handle it properly. If the dough is too big, it will be a bit difficult to shape it. And you make sure to dust your rolling pin just slightly. Now we are going to roll out the dough into a rectangular shape. So this process is called laminating. So once you have rolled this out into a rectangular shape, you are going to fold this. Once you've folded the dough, you're going to turn it this way and still roll this out. Bring this edge here and the other edge as well. Once you've wrapped the dough together, try pressing it down with your rolling pin and then flip it over and roll this out still into a rectangular shape. While you're on this, if your dough appears rubbery or start to shrink back, you can just place it back into the fridge and allow it to chill for a couple of hours, then bring it out and continue rolling. And this is the third folding. So guys, after laminating your puff pastry up to 6 times, it's ready. So you can just fold it again. And you can sprinkle a little bit of flour over to prevent it from sticking. Then you can now wrap this up and freeze it. This can stay up to 3 months, and whenever you want to use your puff pastry, you can simply defrost it on the counter before using it. You can use it in recipes such as chicken pot pie and croissants. And here is the second one. If you like, you can trim the edges after folding. You can see the layers that are formed. These are the perfect layers you're looking for in your puff pastry. It came out right. I hope you've learned how to make puff pastry at home. You can watch out for my next video on chicken pot pie, where I'll be using this puff pastry to make it. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe to this channel if you have not done so yet. And after watching the video, you can like it and share with your friends. Until next time, I love to see you soon. Bye.